I'm going to show how to put the FirmHand Beastbox from box mode to beast mode. So it's just basically the opposite of all the steps that you do to put it into box mode. So you bring out the tail, and then you pop off the legs from their locking mechanisms. So you take off the missiles and the legs. Like that. So now they're kind of sticking off the back again. And then last time I opened the body to bring out the head, so you do, to put it away, you put the head in, but now you take it out. And then you rotate it 180, bring up the ears, open the mouth if you want. Close up the body. Oh, the body has these locks. You want to make sure it matches up to those slots so that it locks in. So next we'll take off the tan arm. So it's locked into that slot kind of on the waist. So you want to bring out that part. And then you can rotate, you can rotate it down, or I guess 180. And just set it up again. And for the other arm, it's tucked underneath. It's somewhat locked in, so you just kind of pull it off. And it has that bar on the shoulder, so you just rotate around that. And you want to be able to just have to move this a little to push it back in once it's ready, but for now I'm just going to unwrap it first so it's easier. And flip the claw so the clean side's up. And then going to make sure that bar goes back in so his arm doesn't stick off. And then I'm going to put the waist back so it's, instead of being, I guess, flat to the body, it's going to make the legs stick off, just like that. And then earlier, when I did the beast box, I flipped this in, so this will lock the waist, so just kind of pry it up. And then it'll hold each side of the waist, you just press it down. And to put the legs back, you flip this up, you rotate each 180 again, this and this, and your feet should be backwards, and so 180 again, and then finally the tail, you can flip it up, put the flame out, and then you can bring the ankles out too, the little ankle flames. You can set them up, pose them. So I'm going to show how to put FirmHand from beast mode to box mode. So the first thing is, if he has these ankle flames out, pop them back in. It comes with them already tucked in, so if you're just opening the box, you won't have to worry about that. Then the next step is you need to rotate the feet around. So from 180. And then each of the legs you're going to make go 180, so you're going to flip where the missiles and the legs are. Just rotate it. And same with the other. You're also going to want to make sure this tail flame is tucked in. And then you rotate the legs so they're on the side with the tan arm, and the missiles are on the opposite side. There's a mechanism that kind of locks the waist in place. It's right, this bar, and it's kind of hard to show, but also this bar here. And it's kind of hard to pry them out sometimes, so I find you can open the body. Let's see. And then you can see that same thing right here, this kind of fork. So if you push it from this side, you can just pop it out a lot easier. So I'll close up the body again. There we go. And so you rotate this fork so it's kind of hugging the body. That should be good. And then next we'll take this, I don't know what to call it, the waist, rotate it 90 degrees toward us. And so, let's see, might have to wiggle the legs a little. But then you'll see the slot here from the waist that we'll use to lock in one of the arms. Next, we're going to be tucking in this arm here. So let me just move these out of the way so we can do that. So you just, I believe, rotate this paw 180, bring it up, make it kind of hug the shoulder. And then one thing I found with mine was some of the joints would be a little stiff at first, so maybe it's hard to rotate, but then once you do it, it's really easy just because it's new. But then there's this, let's see, this teal kind of bar right here. It needs to come pretty far out, all the way there, to be able to rotate this in and under the body. And so I found that mine, it was like almost stuck in there. So I basically had to put a screwdriver into like this slot here and like take the arm off the, let's see if I can do it. Take the arm off the little bar. So what I did is I put the screwdriver into the slot and I kind of just forced it out, because if you can't have it this far out, it won't rotate to put the arm under the body. So that's just my suggestion if anybody else has that. But they're ball joints, so they're really easy to pop the arm on and off. Let me just push it in before I force it back on. But back to what I was saying, you just pull it out so it's really extended like that. And then there are two, let's see, I'll point them out. Two kind of forks again for locking. You got the little purple one, 2 bars, and these 2 bars. And those will lock on, one will go on each side of this that we tucked under the body. So let's do that. So we brought it out, then we can rotate it under. Make sure that leg's out of the way. Then I'll kind of look here, so you can see one of those purple forks is there. And the black fork, I think, is over on the other side. Let's see. Yeah, it's up here. So you kind of press it in to make sure they hug each of those. You can see there's there's a purple there and a black. The black's from the underbody fork thing, and this is the purple of the arm. So it's gently kind of locked on there. Next, I believe we do the other arm. So this one's a lot easier. You just, I think you rotate this 90, this claw, actually the other way. And then you bring kind of the forearm up, oops, and put the fork right there. And so for this arm, as you can see, there's a kind of piece that sticks off right there. And so when you rotate it up, that slot on the waist earlier I pointed out right there, you can put it into there to lock it. So I'll rotate it up, and then you can kind of see the stick off. And so you might have to wiggle some parts to make sure they're lined up to get it in. But then now we have both arms tucked in. So next we'll put the head into the body. So this body opens right up. You'll put the ears down, mouth shut, and you rotate it. And then you just stick it in. Easy peasy, close the body. And then next we'll do each of the legs. So you know you have the feet and legs right if the legs fold around the body like to make an easy cube, and the feet have this notch. Let's see, point it out. Sticks off the foot a little. Yeah. So right there, each foot has one of those. And so for this top foot, we'll put it into this slot. So that's how you know you have the foot and the leg right. And so again, you might have to wiggle a little, but it shouldn't be too bad. And the same kind of thing with the missiles. It has that piece sticking off. We'll put it in a, you can kind of see it. Let's move this slot right there. So you pop that in, And we'll do the same with the other side. You just put the pieces that stick off into a slot. So there. And the top will do the same. And then finally the tail, you just rotate it and put it in. But you put it in the right way. Let's see. Nice. So now that it's in its box form, you can put it into its little carrier box. Pop this open. Kind of like putting it this way because it looks like a wolf head. But this would be the neck, so maybe that's the right way to put it in. And then you close it up, and there you go.